Agriculture contributes about 33% of all the emissions of the world.
It's very confusing with emissions from agriculture, but because of the way we farm in Britain, we have some of the lowest emissions for agriculture, and right now they stand at about 10%.
Depending a little bit on how you count it, but it's anywhere from 26 to 33.
The best thing that Britain could do for the world with climate change is export our farming methods, because we farm very sustainably. Our climate helps us with this. We have a lot of grass because we have a lot of rain. And that means that we're very good at producing livestock in a sustainable manner.
And we can't get to net zero. We don't get this job done unless agriculture is front and center as part of the solution.
If the United States and other large countries that use feedlots farmed as we do in Britain, they really would be able to make a difference to the emissions from agriculture. But it's extraordinary how John Kerry is only obsessed with food and agriculture. So here's an example of a feedlot. This is one in Australia. They do have systems like this in America and in countries like America and Brazil. We don't have systems like this. We don't feed our animals grain. We actually, they're grass fed. And we also don't feed them hormones and antibiotics. We only use antibiotics if the animal is sick. The benefits of British farming are that helps with reducing antibiotic resistance. We also don't know the full impact on human health of using hormones. They're meant to be carcinogenic and have other side effects. The reason they use growth promoters, hormones, is just for profit. There's no advantage to anyone apart from the producer. So here's our animals in Britain eating grass, and when they do that, it means they're sequestering carbon. So that has got a lot of benefits. So those animals in the feedlot are not sequestering any carbon. All they're doing is emitting methane. So our system is much better.
But with a growing population on the planet, we just crossed the threshold of 8 billion fellow citizens around the world. We just crossed that in this last year. Emissions from the food system alone are projected to cause another 0.5 degree of warming by mid-century on the current course that we are today. A 2-degree future could result in an additional 600 million people not getting enough to eat.
So if John Kerry really is serious about this, he should be over in Britain looking at how we farm and ensuring that feedlots come to an end and that we all go back to enjoying animals who've been reared by eating grass and not reared in feedlots.
And you just can't continue to both warm the planet while also expecting to feed it. Doesn't work. So we have to reduce emissions from the food system to keep the 1.5 degrees alive. Why do we have to keep 1.5 degrees alive? Because scientists, as a basis of physics and mathematics, not ideology and politics or party labels or anything else, as a matter of physics and mathematics and some biology and chemistry have told us these are the consequences. And we already see it happening. And almost everything they've predicted for 30 plus years now is coming true, but the problem is it's coming true faster and bigger than was in fact.
If people want to be conscious about their food and what they're eating, be aware of where it's come from, whether it's locally produced and not processed. That is the best for your health as well.